Ruin my sister's only birth experience? I'll make sure you never forget her. When I was 14, my sister Sarah, 22, was pregnant with her boyfriend Paul's baby, and while they were initially excited, the pregnancy quickly became a nightmare for Sarah. She developed hyperemesis, gestational diabetes, and constant pain, making her miserable. Meanwhile, Paul grew tired of her complaints, dismissing her struggles as part of the process. Sarah's due date was around Valentine's Day, but she didn't want her son born on a holiday. However, Paul's parents were thrilled about the idea of a Valentine's baby, and his mother even suggested naming him Valentine or Valentino. Sarah hated the idea, fearing it would be tacky and lead to bullying, but Paul loved the name and was insistent. Sarah ended up on bed rest due to high blood pressure, desperately trying to avoid giving birth on Valentine's Day. But, of course, the baby came on that day. After 16 hours of labor, Sarah had an emergency C-section, only to discover a large tumor on her uterus, which required further surgery and ultimately a hysterectomy. Her son would be her only child. While Sarah was in surgery, Paul seemed uninterested in his wife's condition, filling out the baby paperwork alone. It turns out, he forged Sarah's signature on the birth certificate, naming their son Valentino despite her clear objections. Sarah was furious when she found out and quickly had the name changed. She ended things with Paul and was prepared to co-parent, but Paul disappeared. Months later, Sarah discovered he had been cheating and had married someone else. Despite everything, she focused on raising her son and living her life, even filing for child support. 6 years later, the drama was far from over.